Text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, yeah, talking that, stop it. Knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them to send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm, you know.
The message to all the fans: stop letting Tank and his team piss on your head and tell you it's rain with these fights, these insignificant fights. You know what I mean? The saying is for the culture. Devin represents the culture and represents boxing and what boxing should be and what boxing is.
Tank don't fuck with Coach Cal. When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like you always do, and Tank just brushed him off like, fuck out of here, nigga. Whoop, excuse me. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this shit that he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it, type shit. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't fuck with each other? Like, look, and he brush him off again, like, don't touch me type shit. Like, you see that?
See this right here? This is just a separation of male character. That's all it is, because when you weigh the two up, it doesn't make sense to support one and then don't support the other one based off of what these two gentlemen have been doing in boxing. And I told you, it leads you to believe it's something more to being a support team of Tank Davis than just like in boxing. I done told you that. How could you like a man so much that has done nothing in the sport? It doesn't make no sense. What is the attraction? What allured you? You know what I'm saying? What hooked you in? At the end of the day, I'm telling you, I just think y'all like the way his braids look or something. That's what it got to be. Because once I look at the people that support and go hard in the Tank for Tank, you know, I mean, it pretty much writes itself. And I don't care how much you joking, you don't joke about something like this. Like, this is your real life thoughts. I would never admit, I like a lot of people, but you'll never catch me looking like that while I'm listening to music or watching TV or something like that. You know, not even on a joking manner, but like I said, it's just a separation, you know what I'm saying, culturally, of men. Who y'all choose to support and who y'all choose to tear down, it says a whole lot, because it absolutely makes no sense. Devin Haney is exactly how you want somebody to move. Yet, that's the person that y'all hate the most. And the person that's doing the most ducking and shaking and wiggling and all that other stuff, that's just your dream guy. You know what I'm saying? You love and support him so much. You know, you got to run after him. You got to support every duck move he does. And it's just for the bag and all that other stuff. Man, dude's not supposed to be like that. Let me tell you why. Because if Tank go in there and tell you that he didn't spread his cheeks for some buttermilk biscuits and some pats on the head, but I got 8 million, you like, you did what? But you got paid what? He getting the bag then. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if we just get in the bag, then everything's game. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything for the bag then. Right? Right? How about this? Tell me this. What can't you do or won't you do for the bag? What shouldn't you do for the bag? Can anybody make a list of that? No, that's not the conversation. So getting the bag for doing anything and everything ain't the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's for people who ain't got no substance or nothing like that. But what's going on with Tank is simply this. Tank's at a point where he can't duck and dodge no more. We all know that. I already explained the Al Haymon situation to you. So they gonna have to fight if them PBC fighters want to continue to fight, because they ain't got no place to fight unless it's going through Turkey. Okay, Gervonta Davis know that. All right, and he know he owes people a rematch. Okay, but they want to sell him at his highest price before he take a loss, before his stock drop, and he won't get as much money. That's why I'm concerned if this fight is legit or exhibition. I want it to be legit. You know, I want this to go on his record. I don't want no exhibition. Exhibition make me think that you want to stick around after boxing, and that's not what I want. Because after you do this, you no good to the boxing world, you know? And not only that, it's so bad for the boxing world. It's something when you take a legitimate boxer who's at the top of the sport and he does this in his, I wouldn't even say his prime, because he truthfully, resume wise, he hasn't even peaked yet. You know, that sends his sport down a spiral that I told you we never should go down. And now you guys are bending the knee to streamers. All of you are bending the knee to streamers now. I told you it was going to get like this, but we can't turn it back now. Boxing is gone. Let it go. It's gone. Competitive days in boxing, it's gone. That's what that Denzel video was about. You don't need talent. You don't need to just be somebody that people want to watch. Idiot, good or not, talented, no talent. You know what I'm saying? The more non-talented, the better. All right? The bigger the puppet. So that's what he did with himself. But I'm going to put it like this. A lot of people could move like he moved. Matter of fact, Devin Haney versus Jake Paul would do bigger numbers. And you know I'm not lying. And you know why. It'll do bigger numbers. But you see how Devin Haney moving, right? That's why they don't like people like him, because it shows you what people is not doing. That counts for people, fans, and the industry. Because it's so many bums in boxing. It's so many people that can't fight. Meaning, it's so many non-fighters in boxing. It's a whole bunch of boxers, but no fighters. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about fighters, not boxers, fighters. That all these dudes got to be dressed up. So when you get somebody like Devin Haney who ain't afraid to fight and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? It changes the landscape. As a matter of fact, it changed the landscape to the point you guys forget that the whole reason why Tank Davis even started fighting black fighters was because of Devin Haney and what he was doing. Until then, we was on his ass for knocking out nothing but Mexican. You know what I'm saying? He was a Mexican assassin for the longest. Okay, and he wasn't getting no real credit for that, and they know it. He lining up his whole resume, knocking out Mexicans. But people ain't gonna admit to that, but it's true. So that shows you, and that's how we get to where we got with the Lamont Roach and all that. That's how we get there. There's certain ripple effects that happen in boxing when people make strong moves. For the same reason, Crawford's the reason you got Valdez and Shakur. You can't deny that. Because Bob had to prove he wasn't what he got accused and dragged into court for. He didn't want to give up Valdez. And y'all know that. Bob don't make no move like that. So when people make moves like that, you know. So what Tank doing right now, he's sending boxing down a hellhole. And y'all not going to get out. They just want to legitimize Jake Paul. That's it. They see the future. It's not you boxers. It's the streamers. People like that. It's not you boxers. They see past y'all. They been seeing past y'all. Now they got y'all out here begging the streamers.
I don't got
Look
no
at
fight
OTO.
lined up just yet, but I would love to be on Brand Risk. Fight here.
And T.O. would gladly accept that.
And it could be, no homo, it could be like 2 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, or 3 guys, 1 night, 3 rounds each, making 9 rounds.
He'll be able to fight.
Begging Aiden Ross to fight on his, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. With Shakur talking about fighting T.O. or fighting Lamont Roach, man, why wouldn't you unify with Lamont Roach? Why are you chasing T.O.? I look at that as like duck shit. Because T.O. ain't going to fight you, and you know that. So talk about waiting on him to fight Lamont Roach, you bullshitting. The same way you was talking about trying to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. I knew you was bullshitting. You got to find other avenues, buddy. You know, stop trying to chase this. And what is it? T.O. don't sell nothing. Don't nobody like T.O. Really? People just use T.O. as a tool. That's it. And he know that. But he's useless to everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? You fighters got to start carving it out the right way, because it's the hardware. See, this is what maybe the old school fighters probably not telling y'all. It's the hardware and the accomplishments that make you sustainable throughout life in the sport. Meaning somebody like Tyson and Floyd could make money till they die. You know what I mean? People will pay them for interview. If Floyd wanted to go on a European tour where he just sat in a chair and kick the shit right now, it'll sell out. Why? Because of the foundation he laid before he left boxing. You boxers are building a foundation that nobody's going to care to look back to. Nobody want to sit down and talk to you about it unless they trying to clown you. That's what y'all don't understand yet, that these old school fighters, they know. But obviously they're not telling you. You still need those type of accomplishments if you truly want to benefit off boxing in the end. Hell, if you want to get a commentating job or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff wraps up with what you done in the sport. And when you going out the way Tank going out, you're not going to have nothing. See, I'm going to tell you the difference between Terrence Crawford and most of these boxers, between Devin Haney and most of these boxers. See, if this was the rap game, y'all the type to sell y'all masters, right? I'm the type to see the same value in my masters that the people that want to buy it see. You know, I'm not giving it up for an instant pay boosting up, because in the long run, in the end game, and that's what they play, the end game, y'all play the short game, you lose. That's the difference. Y'all want to be controlled, so y'all gonna bend the knee to the streamers and all that other shit and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, at times get your money, but you have to understand when you are creating a landscape that's gonna backfire on you in the long run. But boxing is forever about money up front, money up front, money up front. We'll give a fucking deal with the aftermath later. But the sport is officially going. After these couple fights, sport is going. After these, it's only a handful of fighters in here any damn way. To be honest, come on, you know it. It's only a handful. So, you know, this is where we at now, but it better not be no exhibition. This better be for real. I want you to go down in the record books. I haven't had fight him or lost or whatever. I just want it on the books that you did this shit. You say that you don't care, then okay, then don't care. And if you really didn't care, then you wouldn't mind taking risks. Because Tank could have got a big payday doing anything. Honestly. And you guys are trying to create a want for a fight that nobody cares to see. Don't nobody care to see. Who cares about seeing Tank versus? What are we selling? Okay, a fight, you're usually selling something. This champion against that champion. Oh, that rivalry, this, the comeback, the revenge fight. What's the selling point to this fight? Nobody has answered that. What are we selling here? A legit boxer versus a non-legit boxer, but that can't be it because you're trying to legitimize Jake. So what are we selling here? I'm gonna leave that for y'all to answer. What are we selling here? Not only that, you know how the face-off's gonna look ridiculous. Jake Nutt's gonna be all in Tank face. You know what? That's probably what Tank wants. Who knows? But the face-off alone is gonna look ridiculous. This fight looked ridiculous. The fighting at 195 or some shit like that. Like, what are we doing? This whole thing is ridiculous, but what the hell are we selling? There's no selling point. None. Just because Tank got a fan base and he got a fan base, so let's put them together and y'all hope to get something real. Every time y'all buy into this shit, you saying I'm okay with fictitious fantasy boxing. I'm okay with fantasy boxing. That's what you're saying. Because what make money makes sense, right? Right? We can talk all this logic and all this shit, but if something make money, oh, that's stupid. That stupid thing made over $150 million. Are we going to listen to your opinion or the $150 million? And that's the role that the fan plays. But the fan thinks they're totally innocent. They have no say-so or nothing. But as long as you got Tootsie Pops like this out there, you want to watch Tank like this, I told y'all, it's not a joke. It's a rainbow flag underground purse game. You know, the purse game. You know, hey, look, if this was the Warriors, I'm evil as shit. I don't know why my mind is so diabolical, bro. If this was the Warriors, Tank Crew would be the persons. They fighting heels and glitter dresses in person. Oh my God. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out, man. Oh shit.